Very good morning, class. In the last class, we discussed about the migratory character of the human beings. So my question to you all is, why were the early men known as migrators? Why were the early men known as the migrators? So three basic reasons are there why they were known as the migrators. First, they required protection from wild animals. Wild animals existed during that time, and there were no boundaries wherein the human beings would survive and wherein the wild animals would live. So they were always in a fear of, they were always in a danger of that the wild animals would eat them up. So they required a protection from wild animals. That is why they used to migrate from one place to other place. Migration means shifting from one place to other place in search of better opportunities. When you want better opportunities in your life, you have to migrate from one place to other place. Okay. So our early men used to migrate from one place to other place because they wanted a protection against the wild animals. Secondly, the food. They were always in a hunt of food. They were always in search of food. So they looked up to that area which is blessed with more of the fertile land or more of the food parts are there. So they switched on from one place to other place. Whenever the food stock got over, they moved to the other places. Okay, this was another reason. The third was they wanted a permanent place where they could settle down. A place where they could settle down. They were looking for that place. So every now and then switching from one place to other place was not possible. And the major reason was that there were no means of transportation available during those times. So whatever has to be done on the barefoot only. They had to walk away and they had to travel to the different places. So that again created a big challenge to them, big problem for them. So they wanted a place where they could survive, where they could live on a permanent basis. So after transferring or after switching on to a different places, they made the houses which were actually of the stones or the rocks. That is why the early man periods are even known as the Stone Age. The question generally comes that why are the periods of the early men known as the period of Stone Age? The reason is that most of the houses or major part of the houses which were constructed by the early men consisted of the rocks or the stones. Okay. One more reason why they migrated was they wanted to protect themselves from the weather conditions. Sometimes a place where it is very humid, very hot, and the other place is, have a moderate temperature. So they wanted to switch on to that place. Even today we see that most of the northern India is suffering from the humid hotness now. But some parts of India, like if you travel to Maharashtra, Bangalore or Goa, Ooty, Mussoorie, these places are in a very moderate form. The temperature is not very high over there. So the people, even today, we go for a summer vacation, we go for an outing, we go for a holiday to different places. But during those times, the early man used to travel just to get protected from the temperature or the the heatness or the coldness of the environment. So I request you all to write down these three answers in your pair notebook. I'll just move aside. Question is, why were the early men known as migrator? Okay, three basic reasons. Just note down. Okay. So this was one of the important questions that we dealt with. Today we talk about man's power of speech. Man's power of speech means what is the one quality that differentiates human being from the animals. Means how can we say that human beings are superior to the animals? The one quality which differentiates or which creates the difference between the human being and the animal is that we human beings have the power to express. We have the power of words, we have the power of speech. We can speak and differentiate between good and bad. what is good for us, what is not good for us. This can be expressed in terms of language. Okay, but when we talk about the animals, they lack this quality. First. Second is the mind power, or you can say the brain power, that is not present with the animals when we compare with the human beings. We human beings over the ages have learned many things, and we have been discovering many new things which would make our life easier. But if you see the history of the animals or the wild animals, what they were hundreds of years ago, they are still in the same position because they have not developed over the years. Their mind is not developed, their brain is not developed, they have not learned anything. So learning is an essential quality of a human being. When we learn, we express in a more better way, we become more better individuals. So one quality which differentiated human beings in the early time from the wild animals or from the animals is that we have the power to express, power to speak. That is the speech quality that we have. And we are the byproduct of different generations. It's not that the current generation is all that they have learned and they are expressing. No, we have learned many things from the past, many things from our ancestors, and as a result of which, what we are today. So the transmission of knowledge, transmission of experience passes on from one generation to the other generation, which actually makes the other generation more equitable to the atmosphere, to the environment. They are more adapted to the environment. Okay. Now the species of early men. The next para talks about the species of the early men. Who were the next generations of the early men and how they were. Some scientific names are mentioned here. So you just need to keep in mind, this is just for the knowledge purpose. What were the species of the early man were known, where they were found. Okay. The first species of early man was found in Africa around 800 millions of years ago. It was seen that the species like a human being was found in the Africa. So see, we have talked about the history of the earth when the life began on the earth around 4500 millions of years ago. And when were the first species of like a human being were found? 800 millions of years ago. They were given the name Rampectus. They used to live around 800 millions of years ago. The first ape man who walked upright and was very similar to a man-like being was found in Central Africa. See, the early human beings or the early men used to walk in a cramped manner. They used to bend down and walk. Okay, slowly and steadily there were progress with the awareness, with the knowledge. They stood their rights and they started standing erect. So this is the position that you can see. This is the journey that we have traveled. Okay, the last stage is the Homo sapien one, that is scientific name of the human being that we have come across. You can see the man is standing erect, he is standing tall and walking in a straight manner. So that means the knowledge has changed the life of the early men, of the current generation. Some species of Australopithecus, Strigopithecus definitely made tools. They being lived around 5 lakh years ago, they lived naked like other animals. See, the difference, what the early man used to do, they used to find the tools, they used to make the tools of the bones or the stones, and with the help of that they used to make their life easier. First thing, they used to live naked like other animals, but with the advancement of knowledge, they learned different aspects of life and slowly and steadily they improved their qualities. Okay, so the remains of the early men can be found or were found in the place called Java. So this is all about the development of human beings, how has the development taken place over the ages. With this we come to the end of the chapter. In the next class we shall discuss with the question answers and the exercise part. Thank you class.